Hello once again, Holly Springs Guard, and welcome to your makeup tutorial for the season. As you can see, I've already done one eye off camera. You're going to start with a white or light color eyeshadow primer, and you're going to put that all over your eyelid per usual, and then you're going to blend it out with either a sponge or a brush, and then you're going to set it with a skin tone or white setting powder per usual. And next, I'm going to show you the two shades you're going to be working with. You're going to be working with a light seafoam green and also a light seafoam blue shade. First off, what you're going to do is you're going to start off with that seafoam green shade with a fluffy blending brush. And you're just going to start blending that above and in and above your crease. And you're just going to blend that until it becomes quite opaque. Again, start with a little bit at a time and build your way up with colors like this. And next, after you clean that blending brush, you're going to dip into that seafoam blue shade, and you're going to focus that mainly in the crease and slightly above it, but mainly focus it in the crease. And then you're going to also build that onto your eyelid. And same thing with the green shade. Start with a little bit at a time and just blend it until opacity. Until you get a good opacity, and then you're just going to go back and forth between that blue and green shade until you get the desired blend that you need or want. And it should look something like that. And again, as you can see, I'm going back in with those other shades so that way they're nice and seamlessly blended. Next, with your finger or with a wet brush, I would start off with the finger. You're going to go in with a green shade like this. It's kind of like a greenish, goldish shade almost, or it's almost kind of like a shimmery version of that first color that you went in. And you're just going to start off by putting that in the center of your eyelid and tapping it in. And then it's going to kind of go all over your lid, almost kind of like a cut crease, but not really. And after you've done in with your finger, you can go in with a brush like the one I just showed you and blend that out. And also what you're going to do is you're going to take that green shadow shade and just like kind of like I'm doing, what you see me doing is winging it out a little bit. And it should look something like this. Now you're going to go in with a white eyeliner. I would preferably say a white eyeliner pencil for this instead of using a white primer, or you can do your white primer, whichever one is easiest for you. And you're just going to start creating a wing, but you're not going to go all the way across your lid. I'm kind of stopping about halfway, not even, and then I'm creating a wing, as you can see. And then you're also going to drag that along your bottom lash line and into your waterline. And after that, you're going to get a very small flat brush, and you're going to take a golden highlighter, almost like a pure gold highlighter or eyeshadow, and you're going to stamp that into the white eyeliner that you just used. When you're done, you can go in with your mascara. And after that, your eyes are done. You can move in for the rest of the face. For blush, I would recommend a kind of like neutral pinky shimmery pinky blush. Don't try not to make it as bright as mine is, but I would say get a pinky blush that has some shimmer. And then just remember, if your blush is a little too bright, you can always go in with your setting powder or with a clean fluffy brush and wipe some of it off. And then with that same gold highlighter or eyeshadow, preferably highlighter, you're going to go in and highlight your face on the usual points, cheeks, nose, all that jazz. Now it's time for the fun part. You're going to take either a hairnet or some fishnet tights. And yes, I look funny, but you're going to put it over your face and you're going to spread out the holes of the tights or the fishnet cap. And you're going to spray a brush or a sponge, preferably a fluffy brush. And you're going to take those same eyeshadows that you used before, and you're going to use this to create your mermaid scales. You can also use the golden highlighter as well. And as you can see, I'm kind of just brushing it all over my face in certain points. This may take some practice. Trust me, in this video, the scales didn't come out as well as I hoped. But essentially, you're going to create that mermaid scale look. For any of you guys that have done this trick before, you're going to end up looking very mermaidy when you are all done. And if those shades of eyeshadow that you use for your eyes are a little too light, you can always go in with a more royal blue or a brighter green, kind of like what I'm doing here, just so you can make sure you get those nice, pretty mermaid scales. And when you take it off, you're gonna look like a beautiful mermaid. For lips, we're going to go ahead and do something nice and simple, which is a red. And basically all you're going to do is you're just going to line your lips with a red lip liner, and you're going to go in with a red lipstick. It doesn't have to be fire truck red, but it just needs to be a red that looks good on your skin tone. Because we're kind of going for almost like how Ariel looked, because Ariel had red lips as well. But yeah. And then you're going to go ahead and spray your face per usual. And pardon me, I was eating. Anyway, you're going to go ahead and dry that in, and you are all done. You guys are ready to dive under the sea. If you have any questions, please let me know. Bye, guys. Have a good season.